Grammar lesson, verb, tenses. Let us understand what are tenses: present, past, and future. Tenses denote the time of action. Time can be divided into three parts: present, past, and future. The part of speech that is chiefly concerned with the passage of time is the verb. So the verb has many tenses. A verb may refer to the present time, past time, and future time. A verb that refers to the present time is said to be in the present tense. Example, I play cricket. So your play is a verb which refers to the present time and therefore it is in the present tense. We eat. Eat is a verb. It refers to the present time and it is said to be in the present tense. The next tense, past tense. A verb that refers to the past time is said to be in the past tense. Example, I played cricket. So played is a verb referring to the past time. So therefore it is in the past tense. We ate. Ate is a verb. It refers to the past time. So it is in the past tense. Future tense. A verb that refers to the future time is said to be in the future tense. Example, I will play cricket. So will play is the verb which refers to the future time and therefore it is in the future tense. We will eat. Will eat is a verb. It refers to the future time and it is said to be in the future tense. So we have a verb that refers to the present time is said to be in the present tense. A verb that refers to the past time is said to be in the past tense. And a verb that refers to the future time is said to be in the future tense. Let's understand classification of tenses. The present tense is classified into four: simple present, present continuous, present perfect, and present perfect continuous. Simple present. The form of the simple present is subject followed by verb in the present. The example is he, she speaks the truth. So he is the subject, she is also the subject. So it is he speaks the truth, she speaks the truth. If the subject is I, then you will write I speak the truth. You will not say speaks. It is not I speaks the truth. It is I speak the truth. The verb speak has to agree with this subject. The next, present continuous tense. The form of the present continuous tense: subject, am, is, are, and the ing form of the verb. What is the ing form of the verb speak? It will be speaking. So the subject is he or she. So he is speaking the truth. She is speaking the truth. If the subject is I, then you will say I am speaking the truth. You cannot say I is speaking. That is wrong. I am speaking the truth. If the subject is we or they, then you will say we are speaking the truth. They are speaking the truth. The third classification, present perfect. What is the form of the present perfect? Subject followed by has or have and the past participle. The example, he is the subject, she is the subject. So he has spoken the truth. Now, spoken is the past participle. The past participle of speak is spoken. Speak in the present. Spoke is past. Past participle is spoken. Past participle end in en or ed. So the example is he has spoken the truth. She has spoken the truth. Spoken is the past participle. If the subject is I, we, or they, then you will follow it by have. So I have spoken the truth. We have spoken the truth. They have spoken the truth. The fourth classification, present perfect continuous. The form is subject followed by has or have, followed by been, BEEN plus the ing form of the verb. So the example is he is the subject, she is the subject. So he has been speaking the truth. Now if the subject is I, we or they, then you will use have. So I have been speaking the truth, we have been speaking, and they have been speaking the truth. The past tense also has similar four classifications. So simple past. What is the form of the simple past? Subject and verb in the past plus the remaining part of the sentence. So subject is he, she or I. The past tense of speak is spoke. So he spoke the truth, she spoke the truth, I spoke the truth. Past continuous. Form of the past continuous, subject, was, were plus ing form of the verb. So the example is subject is he, she, I, followed by was. Speaking is the ing form of speak, speaking the truth. If the subject is we or they, then you will use were. It cannot be was. We was, it's wrong. We were speaking the truth. They were speaking the truth. Past perfect. The form is subject, had, and the past participle. So the example is he, she, I, we, they had spoken the truth. Spoken is the past participle. I told you that speak in the present, spoke in the past, spoken is the past participle. The verb ends in en or ed is a past participle. So therefore the form of the past perfect is subject, had, and the past participle. So he, she, I had spoken the truth. Past perfect continuous. The form is subject, had, been, ing form of the verb. So the subject is he, she, I had been speaking the truth. Even we had been, they had been speaking the truth. The last tense, the future tense, it also has four classifications. Simple future. The form is subject, will or shall plus the root verb. Now what is the root verb? Speak. We use speak as the verb. So he, she, I will or shall speak the truth. Future continuous. The form of the future continuous is subject. There will be will or shall you can use plus be plus the ing form of the verb. So here in the future continuous, you write be. Now, the be form in the present is am, is, and are. In the past, it is was and were. But in the future, it remains be only. Therefore, you will write for the future continuous. The example is he, she, or I, the subject, will be speaking the truth. So the be in the future remains be, but in the present it becomes am, is, are. In the past it is was and were. These are the be forms of the present and the past. Future perfect tense. What is the form? Subject, will or shall you can use. Have, and the past participle. So subject is he, she, I, they, we. Will or shall you can use have, and the past participle of speak is spoken. Spoken the truth. Future perfect continuous. The form is subject, will or shall, have, been, and the ing form of the verb. So the example is he will have been speaking the truth, she will have been speaking the truth, I will have been speaking the truth, they will have been speaking the truth. So children, you have to look at this table to understand tenses very well. The form of the tenses, the classification of the tenses, the present tense, the past, and the future tense. Identify the tenses of the underlined verbs. The first example, I slept on the floor. So slept is underlined. Slept is in the past tense. The present tense is sleep. So the past tense is slept. The second example, you haven't found it. So what is underlined? Haven't found. The tense is present perfect. The third example, we were designing the first Macintosh computers. So were designing is the past continuous tense. The fourth example, it had made all the difference. The underlined verb is had made. So it is in the past perfect tense. The fifth example, I am fine now. Am. Am is the simple present. Am, is, are, they're all simple present. The sixth example, I have been facing death. So have been facing is the verb. The tense is present, perfect, continuous. Change the tense as instructed. The first example, I got fired. You have to change it into the future perfect. So the answer is I will have got fired. Refer to the table to understand the form of the tenses. So I is the subject, will have got fired. The second example, life hits you in the head. You have to change it into the present perfect continuous. So the answer is life has been hitting you in the head. So has been hitting is the present perfect continuous tense. Third example, I started a company. You have to change it into the present continuous tense. So the answer is I am starting a company. So am starting is the present continuous. The form is subject, am, are, is, ing form of the verb. Refer to the table. The fourth example, my doctor advised me, past perfect continuous tense. So the answer is my doctor had been advising me. So had been advising is the past perfect continuous. If you remember the form, subject plus had plus been plus ing form of the verb. You will have to refer to the table, learn the table very, very well in order to understand the concept of tenses.